Good morning, welcome to vlog 22. Happy Monday. You admire the beautiful sunrise behind me, because yeah, it is currently 6:20 in the morning. I woke up when my 10 to 6 alarm went off and I was awake. So yeah, the joys of having a shower before bed exhausts you in that really good way. So yeah, cut my hair last night, as you can see. Got those little irritating little bits. So yeah, my hair is lovely and soft because I did a mask. My skin is nice and soft because I did a face mask. So yeah, feeling very, very nice today. But you know, I am awake and yeah, really quite alive. I've been literally up, got up, we're growing up, did the recycling because both of us didn't do it yesterday. And yeah, so I think we are going to have a productive day today, which would be nice. Going to head out this morning, but morning. Gonna go over to a couple towns over to Letchworth. Not into the main town centre today. To their sort of retail park a bit further out. As a bus stop basically. You know, it goes there before it goes to town. And yeah, go to Lidl, because I have a £5 off a £25 spend on my little app, which is rude not to. And yeah, money off baguettes, brownies and all the nice stuff. And there is a certain amount of bits we need to get. I don't need a full food shop this week, but I do need a handful of stuff. I thought, well, if I could get it done Monday, it's done, and then I'm less tempted to do those little pickup shops. I know I did quite a few last week, which I shouldn't have done. So yeah, so I was like, I need to be sensible this week, not just go mooching to kill time or soothe my brain. So yeah, we're not doing that this week. So no, so one second. So yeah, so we're gonna go over to Letchworth this morning. Do Sainsbury's, so we'll do Sainsbury's, have a mooch, just because Sainsbury's, they always have great clothes. And if they've got them, iced buns are lovely. So yeah, so gonna pop in Sainsbury's, mooch the clothes, hopefully get some iced buns from the bakery. And yeah, and then there is Home Bargains. That's a decent, quite a big Home Bargains actually. So mooch Home Bargains, and then yeah, go on round to Lidl, get our shopping, and then head back home. And then I've got a parcel to pick up. I'm doing everything today based on the fact I'm going to buy like a fancy out of town bus ticket for the day. So I'm like, if I can get all my stuff done, that's the out and about / bus stuff, that would be awesome. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, so then I'm going to bus to my mum's. Well, I've come obviously all the way back home to put all the stuff away. Go to my mum's. She has asked, I've got a set of wooden drawers. I was like, oh, I'm going to get rid of them. And then yeah, she was like, maybe, and I'm like, nah, I'm just going to get rid of them. I emptied them, and then she was like, you know those drawers? I'm like, yes. She's like, can I? I'm like, yeah, sure. So yeah, so yeah, so she can have them. So I'm gonna drop them down to my mum, and then I've got a parcel to pick up that's at a little corner shop sort of halfway. I realised the Yodel pickup I thought was only in one area of town, which I can't do anymore. it's just, yeah, trauma triggers. Can't go in that area of town. Sucks, but yeah. Hence why I have to pay for at-home delivery for a lot of stuff, because I'm like, can't go there. I had a look on the little map where it said pick up, and I was like, I forgot there's a little shop not, you know, halfway between. There's an area I can go in. And I'm like, I can go there. And there is 2 bus stops literally right outside it, and I'm like, that's awesome. So yeah, so I'm gonna go there and pick up my parcel afterwards and then head home, which is cool. I don't mind waiting for buses. It's all good. So yeah, so that is kind of the plan for the day. Is yeah, Lidl, drop off stuff, pick up parcel. I might pick up the parcel and then go drop off stuff to my mum, just because, you know, it's kind of makes sense to then do it that way. But either way, they're the 3 missions of the day. Ryan's got a long day at college today. I've just sent him off, made a hot chocolate and all that fun stuff. Thankfully I have one more reusable cup in the cupboard. But yeah, I know I'm a broken record, but yeah, my brain is having a stumble at the moment. It can do all kinds of stuff, but it loves to procrastinate the washing up. And I don't know why it's picked that this past week. You know, it's been like, no, we don't want to do that. It's one of those sort of, you know, once I get it done jobs, it's done. But my brain's like, we don't like it though. So yeah, so I'm going to have to do that today. At least a bit of it. But that's what I need to do, is break it up into bits. So yeah, so because it's a bit everywhere and I'm like overwhelmed, kind of thing. My brain's like, I don't know where to start, there's a lot. And I'm like, okay, let's do what's in the bowl. And then we'll do that stack of plates. Then we'll stop. You know, so yeah, I need to sort of break it into little piles for my brain not to feel so overwhelmed. I think that's what it is. So but yeah, despite me yawning, I'm feeling very nice this morning, and yeah, pleased with my plans for the day. So what I will do is I will obviously bring my phone with me and film some bits and pieces as I'm out and about in, and then obviously I will catch up with you a bit later this afternoon once I get back and do stuff. I may make the Lidl stuff its own little haul, just because I'm trying not to put so many hauls into the weekly vlog, because otherwise it's very long and it's just hauls, it seems to be at the moment, and I don't know why. I think my brain's like, you're spending too much, and it's like, yeah, but then again I did go to, you know, 1 week have Aldi and Asda and Tesco. It's like, that's a bit excessive, Gerald. It wasn't, but my brain's being weird. It's just having a moment. But yeah, but on the plus side, my hallway this morning, if you didn't catch the end of last week's weekly vlog, I decorated my hallway. My hallway looks amazing this morning in the sunrise. So yeah, so I'm like, oh, it was worth the effort. Yeah, so well, I'm gonna go enjoy this lovely sunrise lights. Look at that, isn't it pretty? And it's, yeah, good old, you know, vitamin D for the old sad brain. We take our sunshine while we get it. So I'm gonna go, yeah, just chill this morning, because yeah, nothing opens till 8. I do want to just have a bit of a slower start to the morning, but I am gonna get going out and about. And yeah, I'll take you guys with me and we can go on an adventure this morning. Alright, so I'll catch up with you beautiful people later. Bye. Hello folks, I am back from my jaunt. I've just filmed a little haul, so then it's a separate video, so I'm not filling up this weekly vlog with stuff. But yeah, here we go. All the things. I bought myself my first ever reed diffuser in the smell Blossom and Nectarine, which is one of my favourite candles. All the bakery stuff, and yeah, so I need to put all these fridge bits away, freezer stuff, I've got Ryan a little magnetic tray for his car things, and I've got myself a propagator set, 4 trays, 4 lids, 4 bottoms. I'm going to give my mum a quick ring, see if my stepdad would like 1 or 2. But yeah, for now I'm going to put this away, head out to my mum's. But I thought I'd just let you know I've done this, and yeah, there should be a little haul video up before the vlog so you can see what I got. So I'll catch up with you beautiful folks later this afternoon. There's Potato. Hello. Hello. She's being stubborn. Here's my mum's beautiful wisteria. It's in its first bloom of the year and it smells really pretty. So yeah, meet wisteria. Isn't it lovely? Good evening. I'm somewhere under this migraine cap. I've got a headache that's going across here. This eyeball is being a jerk. So yeah, we're going chilly. We don't care how we look, as long as it soothes. So yeah, so my brain should be sore. It's been a very good day today. I went to my mum's. She saw it. I'll put it in before this obviously. Took a little clip of the dog. Wisteria is lovely and flowering. Dropped off one of the propagators for my stepdad, who was chuffed with it. My mum the drawers and little cakes and that. So yeah, got to see my sister and her partner, which was cool. And yeah, then went into town. So I was like, going to town. I popped £5 like I get myself a drink and that. And a little snack. And I was gonna get Greggs, but I got myself Frisps instead from Poundland, and I was like, a couple of bags of crisps and I go, they'll be good. So I had that instead. And I was like, I'll just go get the bus and I'll get off halfway, collect my parcel and just wait for the next bus. 40 minutes, waited for a bus. A dainty one appeared, and there was a lot of people. I've seen sardine cans with more room in it than that bus did. So then I waited for the one after that, which came about 10 minutes afterwards, and it was a big bus and there was loads of space. So yeah, and I was like, if the buses are being crap, I will get the parcel. Probably not tomorrow, because I've got a heating engineer coming at 9 in the morning, and then yeah, Ryan finishes college, and then I'm meeting him and we're going to London, and then spending the afternoon in London and the evening, or he's going to head home, come here and we'll go to London together. We're going to figure it out, but either way, we're going to London to go see Spirited Away with my sister, you know, brother-in-law, aka Luke. But yeah, so yeah, so I'm not too sure whether we should maybe do something beforehand and go chill and yeah, take advantage of a quiet bit of London, maybe go to Lego store, and or maybe if I wanted to go do like a museum like the Imperial Wall, because they've just finished all the big renovations in there. So now that what's now finished? The Holocaust floor is finished and the art gallery is back open. So, but I'm not too sure because he would have had college, so we're gonna see how we go. But yeah, so I've got that tomorrow. But in the meantime, yeah, I've come home, one hell of a headache. I have not managed to. I was meant to hoover downstairs to put the bits downstairs. Have not done that. I was meant to prep for the heating engineer coming in the morning. I have not done that. To be fair, prep is basically shuffle the birds along, open the door, pull out all the big Lego boxes, which is easier to do once Ron's gone to college. Is it heavy? Yes. Is it awkward? Yes. But, oh well. So yeah. But on the plus side, I'll show you what. Oh, I picked up in Poundland. Obviously today's planting day. I'll show you just one, but I did get 3 of them. I got these little balcony. Let's turn it around actually. Balcony plant pots, and these ones are longer than the ones I have already. So yeah, basically yeah, I've got a balcony that's metal and then glass sheets I've covered the glass with like this protect thing, because otherwise everything magnified, and it was like a greenhouse, it just cooked all my plants. So I bought this sheet to cover it, and that helped. But these basically go on the edge top, the metal edge, and there are these little black bits that you put in the bottom to stabilise it against the edge, basically, against the glass. So yeah, so they work really well. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 out there, but 2 are slightly aging, not very well. And there is a space where I put a new one, so then I have a full set, and then one, because my door opens up and ties, so I can't put one where the door goes. So yeah, so I'm gonna when I can get my life together, hoping later in the week to be able to organise a locksmith to come out, sort the door out, get that done, because yeah, sooner I can get access to the garden, it'll be nicer. I can put washing out, I can just open the door when I'm hot, and I really want to get out there and do my little garden. You know, now I've got these lovely propagators, you know, to start doing seeds. I'll buy a couple bags of mud and get my seeds going, and yeah, and I got so much bedding plants today. There were so many bedding plants. They even, outside Sainsbury's, had lots of veg starter plants. I haven't grown veg in years, but they have rainbow carrots. I was like, oh, I want to buy the carrots. I've got nowhere to put them. I can't even access anything right now, but I want to grow rainbow carrots. But I can't. So yeah, so it gives me the incentive to give me a kick up the arse, is to, yeah, do that. So I think that is what I might do Wednesday, is coordinate that, because Thursday Ryan's got a blood test. Friday, I'd rather not do anything with anyone on Friday. Just don't want people in my house. So Saturday we've got cinema. We are going to see Phantom Menace. Number 1, pod racing. It's amazing. Number 2, Darth Maul. Fuck yeah. Number 3, Duel of the Fates. My favourite Star Wars music is Duel of the Fates. I can't tell you why. I just love Duel of the Fates. And it was my first Star Wars film. I saw it at the cinema. I feel old because it is now 25 years since it's been at the cinema. But we are spending May the 4th in the cinema seeing Star Wars. Am I wearing nerdy stuff? Of course I am. Am I bringing my tiny Ewok? Of course I am. Am I bringing my Star Wars bag I wear every May the 4th? Of course I am. So yeah. So we're going to go be big nerds on Saturday and go see Star Wars at the cinema. Which, if you can't tell, I'm very excited about. But yeah. So, but it would be nice if I could get to my balcony, because then it means I can start buying plants and sowing seeds, and just, I love sitting on the little step out there. It'll be a place you'll find. I will stick you in a plant pot and I will sit and chat to you on the balcony, because I love sitting on my little step with the door open, tied back, and just sitting there while it's lovely and cool before the sun comes over. Because after about half 11, 12, it's hot from sunrise to from lunchtime to sunset. But I love sitting out there. I've had seats before. I've got little pop-out seats, like we call them Duxford seats because you won't take them Duxford Air Show, but still. I love sitting on my little step with my feet on the tile floor, just enjoying it. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to my little balcony. I want it back. So yeah, so that might be next week. We might start going plant shopping, because I want lobelia and petunias so bad. I love growing petunias. I buy the trailing ones, and I can get them like at least 2.5 foot draping down, smothered in flowers, because I live in a balcony, and I do the trailing ones on the outside. They trail down my balcony, and I love my house in the summer. It's so pretty. boiling. Don't get me wrong, I've got a flat roof and it's hot, and the heat wave, I think we got to 42 degrees in the house last year. So yeah, hence why we have fans from Costco. I bought them last year. I have a little woozoo. But actually I need to buy a second one. I need one for my room. Ryan has one for his room, I have one for living room, and I need to buy a second one for my room, because transporting it every day along the little corridor was a bit much. So yes, I need to buy myself a fan. But for now, I'm currently uploading weekly vlog 21. Got that all edited. I did finally figure out captions. They disappeared yesterday and I was like, fuck, I can't do captions. They reappeared today, so then I could do captions. It makes no sense. Also, this is losing its chili. But yeah, so sorry, I've been rambling at you for 10 minutes. My apologies. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow. And yeah, I'll take you to London on my phone, because we are going to the theatre and they can get a bit sniffy about cameras. But you can obviously, I'll chat to you in the morning and way in the daytime before we go. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow. Good morning, happy Tuesday. Yes, that is the light we're dealing with this morning, but I have been sat with my eyes closed, feeling like Wally when he charges up in the sun. It's doing wonders. But yeah, that's not doing good, is it? Just have to deal with me being a bit sun bleached. Yeah, no. What's the time? 7:25. Today is day. Once around went off to college, I could have quite happily curled up back in bed, and not today. But I got a heating engineer coming at 9 in the morning, and the boiler and all the stuff is in Ryan's cupboard in his room, and his cupboard is full of Lego boxes. Like, not set boxes, like 90-litre Lego boxes and massive Lego boxes, and RC stuff, and just stuff he dumps in there and doesn't tell me. We've got a handful of charity stuff, we had a bag of rubbish, you know, all kinds of gems. So yeah, great. So I have blasted Ryan's room because I had to clean the rubbish and recycling off the floor and stuff, and then clean in front of the cupboard, and then move the birds, then clear the stuff to move the birds, then move the birds, then get all the stuff out of the cupboard. So yeah, next step is he'll need access to my shed, because that's where all the meters are. There's an armchair down there. Oh, damn it. So yeah, so I've got to go shuffle all my bins, move an armchair, so there's access to the shed. But actually, while I'm there, I'm going to be putting the birds' travel cages back in there, as well as Ryan's toolbox. So it does actually get rid of some stuff, but still, I've got to move an armchair. And it's not even 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, I'm tired. Yesterday's caught up with me, and if I'm entirely honest, I would love to blob for the day, even if this was my only job. But it's not. I love my sister. It's so much, but oh, theatre tickets on a Tuesday. Oh, tired. But yeah, so even Ryan this morning said, I will see about college tomorrow, because I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be a no. He's so far ahead in workshop, they're giving him stuff from the next course up to do. He showed me pictures yesterday. He's making skirting boards. They're so good. And at weird angles, like it went down, angled, down and across. Like, sort of, yeah. So it had like 3 different angles on this bit of wood. He got one slightly off. The rest he got perfect. So yeah. And he had to, yeah. So the kid's making a skirting board right now. And it's impressive. So, but yeah, I've got to get access to the shed, which is not it, but just life. And then with the hoover downstairs, not because, you know, pomp and circumstance of the boiler coming. Dave the boiler man's lovely, he's been coming here for years. To the point that he left a screwdriver once, so I kept it for a year till I saw him next and went, oh, by the way, here's your screwdriver. He's like, oh, I wonder where that went. Like, yeah, no, we've been using it for a year. You can have it back now. So yeah, it's very nice, bless him. So yeah, so we've got to, I just want to clean up downstairs, run a hoover around, because you've seen the state of the floor down there from last week's vlog. So then I can move the shoes and stuff back downstairs till I buy storage and proper storage and all that, and I can put the brollies back down and move the coats down, so it actually clears a lot of the, what feels like, I hate to use the word clutter. It's stuff in the wrong places, because it's meant to be downstairs. It's not clutter, it's just in the wrong place. So yeah, so it will clear a lot of that upstairs, so then I mentally can feel a bit more put together to then crack all my stuff, like washing up and sorting out like the locksmith this week for the doors. Then I can put the garden stuff in the little, you know, on my balcony, and there's order things going, but it sucks doing it in that said order, so yeah, but no, that's my mission this morning. Now I've done Ryan's room, got access to the boiler and all that kind of stuff, and there's still access to the heating bit, the pad on the wall, so, you know, turn it on to check it. And then yeah, it's gaining access to the shed, putting shed stuff away, so I'll move that downstairs first, move the shed stuff downstairs. And I've got just sorted out 2 bags of rubbish and recycling out of Ryan's room, so I'll take them down with me. Yeah, and then sort out the shed access, and then, because downstairs will then be clear, whiz the hoover around, move the shit back down. Oh, so much to do before 9 o'clock in the morning. And then yeah, keep myself awake and alive, or I might actually nap today. It's that kind of day. Because yeah, I've got theatre. I've said to Ryan just to travel home today. Come on the way home, he ends college at like 11:30. Travel home, rest up at home, and we'll go back to London for the evening. Together. So yeah, so we just go into London, do the theatre, come home. So it works. I think that's the best way. So that way he can have a bit of rest, he can get changed and all that kind of stuff if he wants. And yeah, we don't knacker ourselves out trying to fill in hours, so yeah, it's the most sensible way to do it, really. So well, I'm going to sit here and just absorb some sun, because I know I'm yet to take my happy meds, but still feeling like Wall-E and my little things go boop 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 boop, you know, with a little sun at the top. I'm feeling like that right now. It's very nice sunshine in the mornings. I did take the most lovely picture of the sunrise this morning, so yeah, so I am enjoying the change of the clocks changing, because yeah, I do miss sunshine in the mornings. Dark mornings are not it, so do prefer the light. It's much nicer, so makes the sads go away. This is what's nice, is this is natural, you know. Bit of vitamin D, so it makes, you know, the old seasonal depression goes, hides in a corner, and the rest of me's like, ah, we have awoken, winter is gone. So yeah, this makes a bit of natural smiles, which is nice. So, but yes, yeah, so I'm going to sit here and enjoy the sunshine for another 5-10 minutes before I have to go crack on with some more school stuff. No, with some more stuff before the school run even happens, and my battery's flashing, so there's a sign to go. So I will catch up with you this afternoon, and yeah, I'll show you the bits I've done. So I'll catch up with you later. Hey folks, heating engineer has been and gone. I've just cut away. I realised when I put my hair up, I had some tufts left. So yeah, so I've just cut them off. So yeah, and yeah, done the washing up. I got Ryan's room tidied. Moved all the stuff. I've now moved it all back, apart from 1 or 2 things that Ryan could do. I've got to put 1 or 2 things in the shed. It's my next mission. Basically all the paint from the living room and that, apart from the white, the cream, I'll keep that out because I haven't finished with it downstairs. Once I want to finish on the ceiling. And yeah, cracked on. I've done quite a bit, but I need to move like the chair back in front of the shed once I've done that. But I'm running out of spoons. It's not good. So, but I've coordinated with Rosie, meeting up with her and Luke at about 5:30ish. So we'll have a little bit of time in London before we go to the theatre. I've already booked the train tickets down, and I still haven't touched his battery. So yeah, so I'll probably catch up with you tomorrow now, because I'll put in some clips I take of London, and then we'll chat tomorrow, and I'll let you know how the theatre was and how London was. But yeah, but for chatting, Cheryl, I will catch up with you later. Happy Wednesday. Is it 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Yes, I think you'll find it is. We did not get in the house until like 25 past 12 last night. So yeah, we did get up at 6. Ryan got washed and dressed and went off to college. We went to wait for the bus for college. It drove straight past him because it was full up and it was a tiny bus. He phoned me and went, the bus drove past. I said, well, there is another one coming. You can wait for that bus, get the later train, be later, or you can just come home. I was really trying to persuade him last night to have the day of college and he wouldn't. And he went, I think I'll come home. And he did. 2 seconds. Hey, sorry, Ryan wanted to show me his truck body he's working on. But yeah, no, so bless him. He came home and went back to bed. I was already back in bed when he called me. So yeah, he's not missing out on a lot today. Sorry, I just picked my note I shouldn't have. Maths and a bit of revision. He's emailed his tutor, so, and he did tell his tutor yesterday, I've got a thing this evening that is very late. I might not be in tomorrow, so his tutor kind of had a heads up. So yeah, so, but the tiredness. After I fell back asleep, please ignore the birds, they're being arseholes. I woke up at 1:45. That's how tired I was, because obviously I went out yesterday running on very minimal spoons, / not even, you know, running on just nothing really. So yeah, did really well though. So, but no, Spirited Away, we ended up, obviously you would have seen all the clips of London, and the bows. I filmed the bows. That's usually the bit you're allowed to film in the theatre. But yeah, it was amazing. We ended up, Luke, my brother-in-law, did not realise he'd booked opening night tickets, so we got to see opening night, which was so cool. Sorry, the window's open now, it's school time. People. So yeah, so that was amazing. So yeah, so there was a really good atmosphere and buzz to it. I ended up, let me just grab it, because we were up in the nosebleed seats, as lovingly we call them. But I got Ryan because they had merch. Basically, it's the Japanese theatre show. So it is entirely in Japanese, and they have these subtitle bits hidden up in like greenery around the stage. It was very smart how it's done, and it was so easy to keep on track with. It is 3 hours long. It is a long performance. There is an intermission, but yeah, it's a long performance. So yeah, we got out of there at 11:15. So yeah, so it is a long one. Was very good. It's basically a real life retelling of the Spirited Away movie. It's done with puppets beautifully, Death's sprites on sticks, and they are the coolest things in the world, and the ones with, and yeah, and how they transform the gods, you know. And then they had some like puppets on bits with flying for birds, and the dragon was in various sizes and they had silk so it flowed. It was so smartly done. And yeah, they're literally the only projected things were 2 or 3 backgrounds. That was the only projections. Everything else was done in person, on a stage, a puppetry, you know. And Kamaji, the Wheeler House attendant, with all these arms. Each arm was controlled by a person, and they even extended and went to the drawer, and it was so smart. And the way how they did the scenery and how it turned worked so well. So yeah, sorry, I picked a bit on my face, but yeah, no, it was really, really good. But as I was saying, obviously because it's the Japanese show that's come over, all the merch, Japanese specials. My sister got the most wonderful pink and like pale yellow sort of towel. It's basically just a long bit of cut cotton that she's going to add some embellishments to and frame basically and use it like a tapestry. But they had limited edition Colosseum pins with no face on it, which was cool. And then I got Ryan the poster t-shirt in an extra large. This was £30 and the pin was £8. So you know, which isn't bad for theatre stuff, to be honest. And yeah, my sister's towel was £15, and she treated her boyfriend to No Face plush because he got her the little hamster when they went to the music thing. I was just too exhausted to attend last September, which we've been waiting, like it was on its third rescheduling, and obviously I was in mid burnout really bad, and I wasn't well enough to go, so I said no, take Luke, go have an evening. And bless, Luke bought me a CD which I've got, and he got her the hamster. So yeah, so she got him this time No Face, and he's taking it to work. It's very cute. So yeah, no, but it was really, really enjoyable. And yeah, 10 out of 10. If you guys enjoy Studio Ghibli or Japanese storytelling and, you know, that kind of thing, it's really good. Or just really good puppetry and, you know, something a bit niche because it is spoken in Japanese with subtitles. So yeah, if you enjoy that, go see it. It's really good. Obviously yesterday, the 30th of April was the opening, and I think it's until August. And they had loads of dates it listed on their website still available, so yeah, go see it. I don't know how much tickets are. They were a Christmas present, so I don't know. So yeah, so, but no, 10 out of 10. I'll link it down below if you want to go have a click and, yeah. But no, it was very enjoyable, but we're tired today. I did get dressed in something other than my pyjamas. I chopped on some tracksuit bottoms and a hoodie, popped over the shop, got Ryan a milkshake, got a little baguette to do sandwiches with. Ryan's had his because he's been up longer than me. Mine's on the side. I'm not hungry yet. I've just chugged a bottle of milkshake I bought the other day. And yeah, it's a very slow day here. Ryan's got a friend coming round late this evening, or late afternoon. Which is cool. I'll proof that. We're meant to be having a blood test tomorrow, but I've moved that to 2 weeks' time just because of the rush of doing college and then getting to a blood test. And yeah, no, we rebooked that yesterday. So yeah, that has been rebooked. But today is a very chill day, so I'm not too sure what much dyslexia rules. I'm not too sure of what else I will show you today, so it might just be this today, because I literally plan to sit here in my pyjamas and watch YouTube. That's my plan. I've got today's and yesterday's YouTube to catch up on, and I don't plan to do anything substantial apart from eat some meals. I'm not doing washing up, I'm not doing a wash load, I'm doing sweet fuck all. So yeah, so I'll probably just leave it here for today because it is a rest day. I've been told by my sister to rest. I've been told by my bestie to rest. So I'm following examples. How ridiculous is my hair looking? I look like Elvis. But yeah, so I'm going to take their advice and rest. But I will catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow, where we do have to go out and about tomorrow. I've got to pick up a parcel, drop off some stuff at the charity shop, and return those swim shorts to Sainsbury's. They're the wrong size, they're just too big. And actually, when I tried them on, I realised I would much prefer longer ones. So in reality, I'm just going to wear men's swim shorts, and I've got to try the vest top on still. So that's a thing I've got to do, try on the vest top. Otherwise, both of them are going back. But yeah, that's for tomorrow's Cheryl. Today's Cheryl, chilling out, doing minimal stuff. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Excuse my nose. Remember I thought I picked it? No, it was apparently an underlying thing. I just woke up to a massive spot on my nose I've just done. Great. My fatigue is still fatiguing. It sucks. That's what I get for pushing it and actually doing something when I should have rested Tuesday evening, but couldn't. But yeah, today I had a list of stuff to do. As long as my arm, we're not going to do them. We're going to see what we get done. And yeah, the only thing I do have to get is that damn parcel. It's niggling on my brain. And the person messaged today going, parcel's ready to collect. Well, yeah, I know. Also, it is skin week. Sorry, trying to place comfortable with my arm, where I don't give myself that horrendous rupture. Let's go with that on my knee. But yeah, it's skin week. It's been a bit of a spenny month. I bought things I probably shouldn't have, and went a bit much in April, and obviously holiday. So yeah, oops. So yeah, no. So we're on Thursday today. Basically, today to Tuesday, I'll be sensible. I do have some cash, thankfully. I just need some basics. We got plenty of dinner stuff, plenty of pudding stuff, all the drinks. We literally just need some bread. But I say butter, we do have a second butter we can use because I bought Flora because I was desperate on the corner shop. We use that. I think I was going to get pastry, but I think we've got some in the freezer. So yeah, because I'm going to make sausage pie for dinner. But yeah, so yeah, it's just got to be a bit of a basic weekend, which isn't bad actually. I said right because I got cash put aside for car boot when we do it, when we want to go, which is easy enough to replace, to be fair. Because right now, I think Sunday, doing something with his mate, and I was like, I think he's hanging out with friends tomorrow in town. But yeah, but because he didn't go to college Wednesday, he technically has a spare £6 from his college bursary, so I'm like, does yours. But yeah, so we can use that for money tomorrow, which is cool. Or he's got his own pennies, but so I'm just looking over there where the pennies are in a little wallet. But you know, so I know I do have some money to hand, so I've got cash, which is cool. But yeah, no, so I would walk to the shop, but it's a solid half-hour walk. I don't know why I've selected that. I just paid the extra £1 or so for home delivery, but yeah. I was optimistic the day I ordered these boots, it seems. So yeah. But no, so I'm gonna literally bus there and back. It's gonna cost me £4 to collect this parcel. The parcel cost me £4. But they are boots and they're for Ryan, so for his cosplay. Which isn't the worst, but still. Just yeah, I'm fatigued today. Just one of those things. So but yeah, no. So that's kind of today's mission: is go get this parcel, come back home, get some bread probably the weekend, because we are off to cinema Saturday, so yeah, we're in town. I can get with Tesco. And yeah, so, but for now, I think I'm going to take a few bits out of the freezer to frost for dinner. Take my meds. Do need to take my meds. Find the will to live. Sorry, a bit dark on a Thursday. Find the will to move, I think, is what it is. Not the will to live, it's the will to move. Because, yeah, my body sucks. Oh, God, I've just noticed my PJs were tearing them. I'll flick around. I was not going to show it. Oh, there we go, look. See, the seam is slightly popped. And it's the joys of cheesecloth fabric. I'll have to fix them. Just involves running them through the sewing machine, which I'm going to have to do this weekend anyway, because the person whose daughter's dress I was going to take in finally remembered. Oh yeah, Taylor Swift's European concerts are like next month. Her daughter's dress needs taken up like that much. Because yeah, 17-year-olds. And it's like a spangly one with little drop bits on it. It's very cool, but yeah. So I'm like, she asked me ages ago. She was like, oh my god, I completely forgot. I'm like, well, I'm in from 5 Saturday and all the Sundays, so feel free to drop it around. I'll whiz it through the machine. Because it's basically, she's already put, I was like, you've got to pin up how high she wants it though, because I'm not measuring things on people. No. So you fold up however high she wants it. I will take it up to that length. But this is why I don't do alterations. So yeah, so get that done. Which is nice and easy. It's literally cutting it, folding it twice and running it through the machine. Piece of piss. So yeah, so just gotta do that. And yeah, I think I might start on some lazy but useful things. The birds are so loud this morning. I've given them water. I was meant to like yesterday and you forgot, and I'm like, they're thirsty. I might sound it, I think they're gonna want some seed. But yeah, I'm gonna do some sitting down but productive jobs. I'll say the weekend, I think probably today and tomorrow. I've got my Taylor Swift dress pattern to print off and 3 of Ryan's Comic Con armour patterns I bought off Etsy. This is where my money's disappeared to, because those 4 patterns, even with £5 discount and discount on the shop, £37. Yeah, so it's kind of where my spare money's got eaten up this month. But it's life. This is what happens. I want a Taylor Swift dress, Ryan wants to dress up as Cloud. We have to buy these things. So yeah. And also I've got to download some armour books my sister has sent me on Dropbox. So I'll download them today. And just move them straight to my external hard drive. What else have we got to do? Film a second-hand haul. I do have a little haul which I've put together. Lot to do. So yeah, so what we're not going to be rushing to do is stuff like hoover the stairs, clean the bathroom. Maybe not today, Cheryl, but collect parcel, print off patterns, film second-hand haul, do a wash load. Sounds much more doable in reality, doesn't it? So yeah, well, so I'm going to go find myself a drink and take some meds and all the fun stuff. I'll catch up with you beautiful folks a wee bit later this afternoon. Bye. Good morning. Happy Friday. Sorry I didn't get back to you yesterday. I just ended up doing a lot of stuff. I ended up buying a day bus ticket. And I thought I had a bit more in my oh fuck kind of savings than I thought. So I popped to Aldi. Got bread. I didn't get butter in the end because I realised we had some flour. I'll just use that. A couple of packs of pastry. Got myself. They now do lemon iced lemon curd buns that are like the Sainsbury's, not Sainsbury's, M&S ones. So I treat myself to them. And yeah. Some chocolate milk for Ryan, excites a few little bits and pieces. So yes, I spent like 16 quid in Aldi. I then got the bus, and when I picked up my parcel, got Ryan's shoes. They're a bit rougher than I thought they were, but it doesn't matter because they're cosplay shoes. If he wears them for this cosplay, and that's it. They were £4. and then chilled out, had a delivery from TikTok Shop of all things. I ordered a tray of drinks basically. They're one of those mega, oh my god, first customer, oh my god, sales. So I got a tray of Coke cans, 24 of them, for £3.19 from like a cash and carry place, so can't complain. And it's free delivery, so yeah. Got some drinks. And then I got an email to say another parcel had come in and was ready to collect at a different place. This one was in my town centre, so I was like, fuck it, they're open for another hour while I got a bus ticket for the day, let's go get that parcel. So it's done on Parcel Wars. So then all I've got is this weekend the cinema, which is just cinema and back for me. So, but do you want to see what I got? Let me just see you on the side here. Please excuse the noises, I've just put the washing machine on because we are doing easy house jobs today because it's a very wet Friday. The rain actually woke me up in the night, that's how heavy the rain has been. So yeah, so I've got nice pyjamas on, I've even got my bougie matching slippers. It's that kind of day. So yeah, pyjamas and indoors and pottering. But let me show you Mother to buy. This was a slightly quite a spenny treat. So it went on my Cheryl pays it later money. But it is a sequin bomber jacket with glittery cuffs and a glittery bit, and it's padded, and there's a bit of velvet on the inside, so it's really actually quite warm and comfortable. It's technically men's, so there's a pocket on the inside to put things in. Why don't they do it for men's? And it is brand new with the tag. The person who bought this thought it was women's, because they said, oh, it was listed as a 14. You know, according to Zara's website, it's a 14, but it's definitely a 16. And they messaged me going, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, thinking, it's men's. It's a men's extra large. Because I saw I was inspired to get this because Mr. Carrington shared a video the weekend of bits, and apparently he's going to a party that involves sequins, and he picked up one of these in trade for £22, and I was like, oh my god, a sequin bomber jacket, and it's comfy and there's no itchy bits. And so I promptly went on Vinted and was typing it in, searched and found 2 in extra small, and then this one, and I was like, ugh. It was £50. I was like, I'd only been up there for a day. I was like, £40 offer. They came back with 45, and I was like, really not so. The tag, I know it technically, whoever they bought it from, you know, got it on sale because it has picked off red tags, but the tag was originally £90 and I got it for 45. So, and it is beautiful, and it is actually deceivingly warm. So yeah, so, and it is, having recently bought sequin fabric, this is very dense sequin fabric. Even my sequin fabric is not as dense as this, so I know this is expensive sequin fabric. And I've never seen glittery ribbon, let alone a padded inside and velvet edging, and it's yeah, it is a well-made thing, and it's poppers. So I plan to wear this tomorrow, because tomorrow, if you are not an absolute nerd, as I proudly claim to be, tomorrow's May the 4th. Oh, fucking Star Wars Day. I'm dressing as a star for Star Wars Day, as well as one of my many Star Wars t-shirts, and I have a little Ewok that holds on to stuff. He's meant to be for your wrist, but I'm going to put him around my bag. And yes, I'm going to bring my Ewok with me, and we're going to go see Episode 1 Phantom Menace at the cinema, which I have not seen since it was released 25 years ago, just to make me feel old. It was the first Star Wars film I ever saw at the cinema. So yeah, and obviously since then, seen lots more. Seen 7, 8, 9, and 4 and 5, no, 5 and 6. I haven't seen 4 yet. Or was it 4 and 6? Yeah, I haven't seen 5 for some reason, but yeah. At the anniversaries they played them at the cinema, we went to see them. So yeah, so I've seen 2 out of 3 of the other ones. It counts. I got to see Ewoks at the cinema. That's all I cared about was Ewoks. So yeah, if you can't tell, I like Ewoks. It's my favourite thing. It has been since I was a kid. I can't explain why. We even had a video of the Caravan of Courage, which was the Ewok film that came out after the original Star Wars. The people were shit. I loved it as a kid. I rebought it as a DVD as an adult, and yeah, I just like Ewoks. I think they're cool. So yeah, so I'm going to wear this tomorrow, and I'm going to be a star for Star Wars Day. But yeah, so this was well worth going back into town and doing a round trip to go get, because it's amazing. So that was my slightly spenny purchase the other day. Yeah, so no, today is a rather chill day because I filmed the second hand haul yesterday and put it straight up, so that's gone up. There is a little haul that is going up tomorrow on the Saturday that I filmed earlier in the week, and yeah, so I don't have any video stuff to do till Sunday, Monday, which is editing, which is nice. And yeah, so I've got some house jobs to do, I've got washing to catch up on, I've got to finish washing up. What else I've got to do? General tidying jobs like whizzing a hoover around the living room. Now I've done downstairs, I want to whiz a hoover over the stairs now I finished decorating. So yeah, so that's kind of my long weekend, because obviously this will cut off on the Sunday, but we do have Monday as a bank holiday. So Ryan will not be going to college, so we've got a 4-day weekend in this house. 4 days of not waking up at 10 to 6. So I'm going to thoroughly enjoy them. I know Ryan's got plans on Sunday, he's out most of the day. So yeah, so it means it doesn't matter if he gets back late, because he's got this following day off. But yeah, no, our only real plans are cinema, which is nice, and then he can spend time with his friends. So that is what we're gonna do. So, but for me, I'm gonna do some house jobs, and if I can get like the living room hoovered, I might start some sewing, because yeah, I just prefer to sew or cut out things once the floor's been hoovered. I don't know why, it's part of my new Cheryl, because the old one is dead. Old Cheryl would hoover for literally high days and holidays. New Cheryl hoovers every other week, it seems, or nearly every week. I'm really quite proud of myself for that evolution. So yeah, so whiz a hoover around, so then I can start cutting out some stuff, so then I can sew this weekend. So I do really want to start making some stuff out of my new my new fabric I bought, my new sewing patterns that are sat right in front of me, as well as I've got to print out cloud armour patterns for Ryan for Comic Con. Now they've got the warbler from my sister. She gave us quite a big roll. We've never used this before, so this will be interesting. You have to mark out what you want and then heat it up. So I do need to buy a heat gun to use this. She did say you can use a little craft one. I'm like, yeah, because there needs to be industrial ones, they're scary. So I need to buy a heat gun. But it will be useful for various things. Ryan said actually a little one would be quite useful for helping him dry bits on models. So it will be useful not just for that. So that is, yeah, that's next week's Cheryl's issue. This weekend is, yeah, sewing, house jobs, and taking it easy and enjoying a bit of good old R&R, a bit of rest and relaxation. So I have yabbered for you 10 minutes, I apologise. I've got all the words this morning. So yeah, so I'll catch up with you beautiful folks later, and yeah, we'll see what the hell I've gotten up to, / I'll show you what I'm doing this gloomy, wet Saturday, it's not Saturday, Friday. See you later. haven't got back to you earlier in the day. It's currently now 11:10. I wasn't going to film this last little clip, but I thought may as well, so then I know the day's rounded up. And it leaves you on less of a cliffhanger of what was she doing. I cut out the pattern for a jumpsuit. I cut out the fabric for a jumpsuit. And I've sewn said jumpsuit. I haven't done the bottoms and I haven't done the edges of the sleeves, and I haven't actually finished sewing the elastic because I am not sure, after all this effort sewing it, if I'm going to keep it as a jumpsuit. I'm thinking I like it more as trousers, and I'm not sure if that's my brain talking or the fact that I am extremely bloated this evening and it just felt tight and uncomfortable. So yeah, but I think trousers would be cool, to be fair, because I imagine trousers with a big baggy band t-shirt would look amazing in this fabric. But I have technically then test run the pattern, sort of. I was like, I'll just fold everything, I'll cut everything on a fold, it'll be fine. No, I forgot you meant to put like hook and eyes, and there was a flap at the front for a reason, because how do you get it on? And yeah, so every time I've been pulling it on over and then put my hand, there's always a, as the stitches pop, and I have already stretched, obviously please excuse the facing rolling back up, but I've already stretched the back out. I can see it, so I'm more inclining for trousers, but please admire my ombre matching, okay? It goes orange to pink to purple, and then look at this match, ready? All the way down, and it's like it on both sides, look. But how cool would trousers be, you know? This elastic is just pinned in, but yeah, no, take it down a wee bit and they would be the most magical trousers. So yeah, so I am thinking, I've test run the pattern as a jumpsuit, but it will become trousers. So yeah, so, but that's for tomorrow's Cheryl. Today Cheryl is kind of done with sewing. You don't fit trousers when you're bloated. I don't know why, my stomach has just decided to go, nope. I did have, obviously I made that sausage and sage and onion pie. It does have onion in it. I can eat onions, garlic, huge IBS triggers. So that is probably what has set my stomach off. Is having sage and onion, sausage and sage and onion pie yesterday and also today for dinner. So just one of those things. So yeah, but on the plus side, get dressed in just comfies tomorrow, and then yeah, off to see Star Wars as cinema, which I'm thoroughly looking forward to. But yeah, no, but I've test run a pattern today. We'll cut a pattern out, test run the pattern, and then we'll just convert them into trousers, just because now I know you do have to add the front placket. There's a reason why it has an opening, you know. Don't try and cheat, Cheryl. It doesn't work, but very satisfactory. I've still made a pair of trousers, you know. Can't complain at that. So, and it's out my new fabric. So yeah, so they're going to be magical trousers. So I will wear them tomorrow, but because I want to wear a sequin jacket, I think sparkly trousers and a sequin jacket on a Saturday in our leisure park where every teenager will be, not the best idea. So also I'm wondering, no, I really do, I was thinking, are they shadows? No, I really do look that tired. Oh, isn't that good? Oh, aging like a fine wine. Not really. Also, I did sit and watch for a good 2.5 hours Taylor Swift concert on Disney Plus. There's some nice background. And I also watched, if you're in the UK, because I'm not sure if it's on anything else, but obviously it will be on the BBC iPlayer, I sat and watched a Moulin Rouge series that was on TV not too long ago that I filmed and kept on my Skybox, and I sat and binge watched all 6 episodes, and it's like behind the scenes of the Moulin Rouge, and really good. So yeah, so if you were on the need for something interesting and they're in little half-hour chunks, yeah, they will be on BBC iPlayer. 10 out of 10 suggest. I thoroughly enjoyed watching that. Obviously, heads up for those, you know, with small children or anyone kicking around, there are boobs, because Moulin Rouge does have topless bits. It's part of a cabaret act. So yeah, it was very interesting to see the behind the scenes and how things are done, and see bits of performances, and yeah, it was really cool. So yeah, I enjoyed that. And yeah, so I've sat watched that today, and Taylor Swift. I'm thinking I might start over the weekend the Fallout series, purely because my sister and my son have both nagged me about watching it. So, but I'm gonna start rounding up for bed. Rise just went to go drop his mail off at home. He literally lives 2 streets away. I think I can stay up longer if you want, but I'm off to bed because I'm tired. So yeah, but it's been a productive day. Done some washing, done some house bits, ran a hoover around, you know, and yeah, did some sewing, which people may not see as productive, but for me, actually it is. So, but yeah, alright then, I'll catch up with you beautiful folks tomorrow morning. Hello, happy Saturday. I've got to block the light, otherwise it turns me really dark. I just learnt. I have been awake and out and about. It's currently 11:45. My friend Kaylee called me this morning going, do you want to go Lidl and Aldi? And I was like, I'm kind of skint, but yeah. Got a few bits in Lidl, like some baguettes and some more brownies. And cucumber in Aldi, I like the baby ones. But we just went to a World Food Shop in our old town because she's making a traditional Greek dinner for one of the people she cares for, because it is Greek Easter apparently tomorrow. The more you know. And she was on the hunt for baklava, so yeah, we got advice to go there, and it was amazing in there. I spent like £9 something, but do you want to see what I got? It's fun. I got tomato flavoured Monster Munch. I love weird crisps. I got 2 of these. These are called Pied. They're like Turkish bread. And yeah, I started eating one in the car. They're so nice and soft. And yeah, apparently you're meant to slice them open and you can put stuff in them. So sort of like a filled sandwich kind of thing. So yeah, so I'm going to have mine with some butter and stuff. But yeah, these are lovely. I'm going to wrap one up. I got a big tub, 400ml, banana yoghurt. I love banana yoghurt. And then I found a massive bottle of Mountain Dew. It's so big. So yeah, so I'm happy with that. And then I've got some different flavoured jellies, because I love jelly. I've got pineapple jelly. And these are all vegetarian as well, because the joys of, you know, type shops. Lemon jelly. And peach jelly. And they had loads of flavours. They had pomegranate and so many flavours. I could have went a bit nuts, but I didn't. And then I also got, because I've never seen raspberry, I got raspberry Turkish Delight, because I like Turkish Delight. You know, I know the dusty one always reminds me of Christmas, but still. So yeah, so that's what I picked up in the World Food Shop. And yeah, I've got some fun stuff in Aldi. In the middle aisle I had tiny digestives. I got some popcorn. I got still tropical lemonade that I'm about to drink. So yeah, so it's been a very productive morning. I got to chat with my friend and cheer her up because she was needing just a person. And yeah, so I just made Brian some lunch. I'm about to chuck some butter in the rest of this bread, eat it, and that will be my lunch. And then we're off to the cinema because yeah, it's May the 4th, folks. Happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. It's Star Wars Day. I'm wearing my Ewok shirt from the cartoon series. Very niche, I know. But yeah, that's what I just fancy wearing today was a t-shirt. I'm going to take my little Ewok on my bag. I was going to wear my sparkly jacket, but having been outside, it is a beautiful day today. Like, it's clear skies, it's a little bit breezy, but it's so lovely. And I've been out in my just thin denim jacket, so yeah, just going to bust out a denim jacket and some sunnies and put these in my bag for cinema. But I thought I'd just catch up with you on a hello, happy Saturday. I'll come to the executive decision on my jumpsuit. They're becoming trousers this afternoon, so that will be my this afternoon sewing job, is to give it a waistband, turn them into trousers. But I did test the sewing pants, so it was all good. And yeah, we are off to a wonderful start for this bank holiday weekend, which is nice. So yeah, I'm hoping next weekend, because obviously this weekend I was going to go carpet, but it was actually cancelled yesterday because they cancelled it for yesterday because the field was flooded, which is fair. So yeah, no, so hopefully next week we've got a couple dry days, go car boot. And I've already said to my mum about it. She's like, oh, I haven't been since, you know, you bought the bird's cage, which is years ago. Like, do you want to come car boot? Literally, you just bring, you know, a handful of change and see what you can find. You've only got what's in your purse. So yeah, so it's a pretty good sort of, you know, minimal pennies but fun activity. So we're going to go do that next weekend hopefully, but for now I'm going to go make some lunch and then we're going to head off to cinema, and I'm going to sit there and be a complete nerd for a few hours, and then I'll catch up with you beautiful folks later when we get back and probably do some sewing, and being such a lovely day, maybe some clothes washing, because yeah, open all the windows and that, get a nice throw breeze going, dries the clothes a bit quicker. I do need to get a locksmith for my damn door. The second I get it done, I can tie the door up, get a really good through breeze going, as well as put my washing outside to dry in the clothes area. This is what happens when you live in the UK. Not everyone has tumble dryers. You dry outside. I love drying clothes outside actually. So, but no, well, I'm going to go, oh shit, don't drop that, Cheryl. That's fizzy. I'm going to go put some butter in this bread. And yeah, I'll catch up with you beautiful folks post Star Wars. Call some music just because. Evening. It's been a day. Star Wars was really good. I really enjoyed it. I'll put in the clips just before this, the final credits, and then me and Brian go and conducting, and yeah, you know, being over the top. It was great fun. What was cool is I went to the toilet afterwards. There was a little kid in the toilet going, I love this song. I was like, good taste in songs. And I was washing my hands. And then I decided to pop into Antigen Clothing, second-hand clothes shop in my town. They were having their second birthday, so yes, I got a couple bits. I just save them for charity shop, second-hand vlog. I got a dress, a pair of trousers I'm yet to try on, and a shirt. And it says, be a mother. Be a good mother. And I'm like, oh, be a good motherfucker. So I'm gonna paint underneath it, fucker, an obnoxious, like, punky, like, anarchist writing. And yeah, make myself a bit of a fun shirt. Yeah, but also today I was really brave. I walked for an air of town, which is a huge PTSD trigger. My heart rate was insane. Maybe one more watery eyes. I've done so well all day. But yeah, I did it. I had a big moment where I wanted to turn around, but I did it. And then hang out with my mum and her friend for a bit. and then we went to the shops in that area, which were big, scary. So I was to get some snacks, which I haven't had in like over half a year because I can't go there to buy them. Yeah, so I got like this amazing cake they sell. It's like really good, like school cake. So I got that. And I got 2 bags of my favourite crisps. And I also got 2 packs of strawberry refreshers, which I haven't seen in a very long time. There's some bits where instead of licking the inside of my teeth, I just a little sweet. And then I got 2 packs of Ryan's favourite little burger biscuits, so you can only get into the shop. So yeah, so I felt really brave. When I mentioned the anxiety that's been afterwards, and the mild panic, and just the fallout of my body, I'm exhausted. So yeah, it's been a lot. So I would say we'll do stuff tomorrow, but to be honest, I think I just need to have a day tomorrow. It's been very nice today. I've been out this morning with my friend Kaylee, and then going to see Star Wars was amazing. But yeah, no, I found today scary, overwhelming, but a really big step. I won't be doing it again anytime soon. Look at me. I literally can feel my eyes wanting to go, but I'm trying not to. Yeah, it's really sad that a walk I've done 1,000 times is terrifying now. I could do it in my sleep, and it's frustrating because it's like I've walked these ways since I was a kid, and I now can't walk on it without getting my heart rate up to, my fit was telling me it was like 158 walking on a street. I could walk past a house, I had to go across the field instead. And, I've never found a house in the garden more terrifying, which is really sad because there used to be a place I could like relax or, you know, enjoy. But yes. So yes, I think I'm gonna need tomorrow just to decompress, process, and yeah. But sorry for the slightly shortcut on the weekly vlog, but I think I just, yeah, need a day. Today's been quite a lot, rather overwhelming now I've got to the end of the day. I was meant to go home much earlier than I did for my mum's, but I actually needed longer just to take a moment because I was still really overwhelmed. I am now. Yeah, it's now about 10:30, so Ryan's got a friend around there just finishing up watching a film and then let's walk them home. But yeah, so that is when I'll go to bed. But the downside of dealing with burnout, PTSD triggers and trauma responses is to make a step forward you've got to be absolutely terrified. And it's really sad that somewhere I used to find so comforting is terrifying. But it shouldn't be. But proud of myself for doing it, but I think I need to take tomorrow as a day. It's going to be nice weather. I'm just going to want to have the air blown through my flat and do a little bit of just normal stuff. And yeah, I don't want to put any pressure on myself tomorrow because today I've given myself a huge pressure. I didn't realise I'd put on myself to do this, so it wasn't even planned, but pardon me. So yeah, so I'm gonna round up here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this weekly vlog, drop us a like and a subscribe and a comment. whatever you fancy. What did you get up to for your bank holiday, May bank holiday weekend if you are UK bound? And if you are not, what did you get up on up to on your weekend? Do you celebrate May the 4th? What did you do for May the 4th? You know, let me know. You know, are you as much as a Star Wars? You know, are you a Star Wars nerd? If you are, tell me something Star Wars fun. Yeah, something cool. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, we'll catch up with you beautiful people in my next video. Bye.